And I'm along with.
It's the other third of the partners. It's the Padawan here. If I sound disgruntled today, it's because my sinuses is making me grumpy. I'm just gonna put that warning out there. So yeah, just so y'all understand the vibe today. And I'm along with dramatic pause.
You know, it's me, the one and only Bass.
Base.
Hey, I'm gonna
What's
cut
going on,
that a
fellas?
button.
I
Hey, shit. How y'all living this week, man?
can't
It's
complain at all, man.
I'm surviving barely.
Scratching
Sinuses.
and surviving.
That's what it says. My throat's scratchy. Pause. I don't even know if that's a pause moment. I'm just gonna say pause because throat was involved in that, and yeah, I've been drugged up and spent half my day in a coma trying to recover from the meds that I've been taking. I feel a lot
Okay.
better than I was, though. I'll give it that, though.
Okay. Well, faith in the place. You still ahead of the race. Right on.
Always.
I'm feeling great today. If you were here for the pre-show, then you got a treat this week. Stuff was that was hilarious. Oh man, that's a star in the making. On God, reality show time. Um, Face, if you haven't seen this particular channel on YouTube, it's called Belief in Fatherhood. Belief is spelled Beleaf, and fatherhood is just a dude that's a dad with his family. But check it out. You and your children may have a future in that same realm because that was
Big bet, big
hilarious.
bet.
I am cried out. Oh man, that was funny. Well, uh, kind of weird to go from that hilarity and fun stuff to this first topic, but we
It's gonna
gonna
be
get
some
a
weird
little.
shit tonight.
But we about to talk some shit tonight. So here I go again watching YouTube. Was watching an old clip. For some reason, I think it was Abba and Pre. No, it was a Poor Man's Podcast. He was reviewing this clip, and it was of John McEnroe when he said that Serena Williams would be the 700th player in the world if she played in the men's circuit, right? And then he went on this. They brought him on this panel on CBS, I think it was, with Gail King and them, and they was and all these people on the panel was trying to get him to apologize or change his stance on that.
Mm.
Why does society keep trying to push women being equal to men in sports?
Um, because they're trying to cloud. To me, they're trying to cloud everything in with that equality thing. But they have to realize there's differences in levels of equality. When it comes to pay, cool, we equal. But when it comes to physicality, it's not equal. A heavyweight man and a heavyweight woman, it ain't gonna be equal. A bantamweight woman and a bantamweight man, it ain't gonna be equal. I'm sorry, I don't care how long they train, whatever. I don't care. Heavyweight Mike Tyson against a heavyweight female boxer is not equal. It's not gonna be fair. Please see the difference in the body makeup. You feel me? It's a reason for so long they considered men the protectors and the providers because of the body makeup. That's it. If it was truly equal on body makeup and body chemistry and how God put us physically together, or whoever you believe in put us physically together, it would never be the men is the protector provider, woman is that her role. No, everything would have always been. We gonna split this down the middle because we both have the same amount of strength. We can both go out and be the hunters. Now,
Right.
sure, some tribes got all females that are doing that, that are the hunters, and the men are subservient. That's them. We're not talking about the entirety of the world. Now, when you go to sports, that's nothing but physicality. Okay, you want to see if it's equal? Take the lingerie football league and set them up against the NFL. I hope you got some gravestones ready. I hope your insurance is paid up, and I hope you got some gravestones provided because some people in that lingerie football league are going to perish on that field. There's nobody on that line. Nobody on the ladies football league line gonna stop nobody on the NFL line from blitzing. Are you serious? What strong safety gonna take a crackback? You want to take it to tennis? Okay, you do have a few females who've been trained like that, but still, the body makeup and chemistry. Sure, they may be some men, but the majority of them, no, you ain't. Okay, look at swimming. You want to take it to some elementary swimming? What's the transgender the transitioned? You feel me? I don't even know which way you want to call it because I ain't with this PC shit, and I refuse to.
Jenner.
I refuse to do it until there you go, and was
Okay.
piss poor as in the men's sports. But when you transition to women's sports, you was number one. See the difference in body makeup. Please see that, y'all. Don't go, don't go down this rabbit hole, ladies. We can be equal in everything, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You're correct, but physically, you're wrong.
I think Gail King should shut the fuck up sometime. She gets on my goddamn nerves. Why don't you just go pick up?
I'm becoming a bit tired of Gail.
I'm
I can
serious.
rock with you there.
Seriously.
I mean, me personally, I never knew when Gail became a thing. I just knew her as always as Oprah's road dog. That was Oprah right hand. Then all of a sudden, past few years, when the fuck did she get a show? When the fuck did she start interviewing people? This went over my head totally into the R. Kelly shit. That's the first time I seen Gail King interview a motherfucker. Come to find out, unbeknownst to me, she been doing this shit. I thought she was just Oprah's lackey.
She is. She still is. She's like great value Oprah.
Yeah.
She's like,
okay.
Can't get Oprah? Get Gail.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she gets on my goddamn nerves. Like she is a facilitator. She like if you're a woman and you want to get away with murder, go to Gail King. She will get you off. Like seriously. But on the real, she just needs to shut the fuck up. Like I could say
She will
some
get
other
you
stuff.
off.
Pause.
No, because you were talking about ladies on ladies.
Well, that might be the reason why. I mean, she might be wanting to get them off, but I ain't even gonna go there because that ain't my business and everything. But seriously, she's always there to be the contrarian or the just to start stuff. I feel like they went down the list for the panel and was like, you know what?
But it won't just her.
We need.
There was an old white man on there. It was several people. But the thing that gets
Oh yeah, I think I seen that clip.
The thing that I'm about sick of, and I've tried to be as understanding and politically correct about it as I can, but I'm just over it. Like I'm tired of society being fixated on trying to make men and women equal instead of equitable. We not equal, y'all. I can't have a baby and a woman my size who trains equally as much as me ain't gonna out bench press me. Those two things are just things, just facts. Don't make us weak or nothing. Don't make her weaker or me weaker. It just means that in different ways we have different skill sets. We're not the same, so we can't be equal. Until they get a Y chromosome too, they can't be equal. It just is what it is.
Just accept it. My thing is, we got different strengths.
Over that shit. Like, I'm sorry, yo. Like, let's do it then. Let's combine all sports and make sports just sports. You have just the NBA, not the WNBA too. Let all of them, like literally, let's do this shit. Let's restart the NBA and let's have a draft. And let's put everybody through the exact same combine, run the metrics, and see how many of them women get fucking drafted. If one gets drafted, see what that looks like when they get their ass on the court. They gonna get dog walk.
Okay,
make sure Gail King,
by the 12th
make sure Gail
string
King
NBA
try out.
player.
Take it even further. Let's combine mixed martial arts. Throw the women in there with the men.
Oh Lord, no, that's gonna be a murder.
Since everybody put Francis Ngannou in there with a woman. Put Francis in there with a woman. You find a woman 200 some pounds and put Francis in there with her.
Make sure Gail King is competing. I want Gail King to compete
even
with
if
men
the
in
woman
MMA.
on steroids, she gonna die.
Francis hits with the same power as a Ford Escort going 40 miles an hour. Women,
It's like
You gonna
it's like
die.
they're insulting their own selves trying to be equal to men. And it's like,
You know what?
why don't you
Oh,
big up the things about femininity that is femininity? Like that's great. There's certain things and talents and skills that women can naturally just do that men suck at.
this
And big
this
up
I'm
those
gonna
things.
give a devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but not really. Okay, you see how we had this discussion as far as women trying to continue to try to see themselves as equals on sporting levels. Women, please understand where we coming from, because when you have homosexual men coming into your realm trying to out women you, you see what we talking about. But y'all don't equate it to the same thing we talking about. Equate that. The different situations, same circumstances, but the perspective is different. Perspective shouldn't be different when the circumstances are exactly the same. You have someone from a different sex trying to come into your realm and tell you that I'm equal here like you. Nah, that shit ain't gonna fly with y'all, is it? So it don't fly with us either. Sports, our sports are our sports. You got your own. You don't see men trying to jump in your sports. You ain't see LeBron like, man, fuck the NBA. I'm taking my talent to the WNBA. No, you didn't see that. You didn't see Floyd Mayweather retire from male boxing. You know what? I'm gonna go try this female shit out. No, you did not. So please, it gonna sound kind of harsh, but fuck it. At the end of the day, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
the
'Cause I'm
thing
tired
is,
of seeing
man,
men being woman
women
of the year.
gotta stop trying to compete with men. Like
You're already my equal.
this shit
You're
ain't
already
no
my equal.
competition. Like I'm not going against you. With like we on the same squad. We good. I need
Trying to
you, you
live.
need me. Let's work together. Hoorah, hooray. But like you don't gotta compete against me. Like I ain't you can have whatever you have. I don't care.
And
So
don't
why
want
are
it.
you so pressed to do what I do?
I don't want what you have. I don't wish to possess anything that you have, the abilities that you have. God gave them to you. I don't want to push a baby out of nothing on me.
What is for
That's a
you is
strength.
for
That's a
me.
strength. That's a strength and a power I can't even fathom that you possess.
And I ain't about to try
Every
to
one of
compete and be like,
y'all.
oh, I could take someone. Look, that's
No,
your
I
thing. I
know I
don't
can't.
care.
I've seen my wife go through contractions. Don't want it. I would never be like, you know what? I can take that. Hell no. You got that. Let me back the hell up before you try to grab me and squeeze me while you're going through. I don't want that. Please,
Yeah.
please, ladies. God already created us equal and gave us our veritable different strengths so we can go together like yin and yang and prosper together. But if you keep trying to take my yang and mix it with your yang and don't leave me no yang, we can't go together because it's gonna be too much of something on one side, baby. Come on, yin
Yang
and
yang,
yang.
Don't
ying
take
ying.
my yang, girl.
You
Give
feel
me
me?
keep my yang.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I ain't
That's
taking
all
your
I'm
yin.
saying.
Don't take my yang.
You feel me?
Unless you want
And
to
for
yank on my
years,
yang for a little bit.
for
Then you can do whatever you want
years,
to
and
do,
for
lady.
years. And this is a good conversation to have in this year, 2022. Feel me? Because with all this alphabet shit going on, you feel me? And everybody trying to find their places equals and shit like that. You were already equal. You finding your own personality. Don't make it something else that ain't gotta be. Just live you and
Yeah.
do you and be happy doing you. Everybody else ain't gotta like that shit. Everybody else gotta be comfortable with you, but you. I go out dressed like I want to dress. You know why? Because I like that shit. I don't give two shits with them nuts motherfuckers. Say, oh, that's ugly. Thank you. You noticed me. If you want to do whatever you want to do that shit. I give two fucks. But do that shit. You. Don't make it about everybody else and all this other shit. Your issue is your issue. Women, if you want to be better than a man in certain sports, I guess it's a single man that you're looking at that you want to dominate him in that sport. Do whatever you need to do. Get that competition, win or lose, take that L, take that W, and go ahead. If y'all want to end this conversation, go ahead and get your best WNBA team, match them up against the best NBA team. Go ahead and get your best
Smoke.
female football
Boots.
league team,
Smoke.
get them against the best NFL team. Go get your best female boxer, go get your best female mixed martial, go get your best female everything and line them up against the best male everything. Let's have that at the Olympics. Let that be the Olympics. You want to do Olympics? Let's do the gender Olympics. Sure,
Or
there are some things you're
I
going to
don't
win
even
in.
know, man.
You're going to win in
They
figure
got a
skating.
chance at
You're,
they got
you're
a
going to win in
chance at archery.
gymnastics. You're going to win in gymnastics.
They got
You're
a
going to
shot at
win in figure
archery.
dance. You
I
you're
don't know
right. You
about
got a
all
shot at
gymnastics
archery.
because them rings and them shit like that.
Yeah, them rings and things, that upper body
They
strength.
might fuck
You
them
feel me?
up.
the rings and things
But my thing
you sing
is,
about
when it
bring them
comes
out.
down to it, when it comes down to it, because you have sports that favor men and sports that favor women. Put these same sports with all men and women competitors. It's going to come down the line. And in the men's sports, the men are going to dominate. And in the women's sports, the women are going to dominate because y'all sports are aimed at your strengths,
Watch this.
the agility you have, the flexibility you have. We don't have certain things that you got, but you don't see us like, man, then I got to get this split right because I want to. No, fuck that.
To piggyback
Shit.
on faces like basic debunking of it. Go look at the world records for every major athletic feat from like the whatever the heaviest thing was to the fastest to the strongest to the like the most repetitions of something and compare the world record for the male and the female. Guarantee you the male has a higher one in almost every single category.
Now, with me
Like
saying this,
that's
don't get me
objective shit. That
wrong.
mean all over the world, like all over the world, the woman they couldn't find a woman to run a faster 100-meter race than a male. Like, I mean, that is what it is. And all the history, all these motherfuckers racing, ain't no woman never beat the male world record, but they equal. And this the best of the best. Like, we ain't talking about no slouch or the nigga that's on the corner talking about I'm fast because I was cool in high school. No, I'm talking about like these are people who train every day, all day. People who cheat, take steroids, people who work their ass off just naturally. Like you got all kinds of these athletes all over the world. And every day it's proven that men are not even superior. It's just different. It's like our bodies are meant for that particular type of activity because we were supposed to be, like Faye said, hunting buffaloes and shit. So we had to be fast and agile and all of that. Just what we that's why our muscle mass, that's why our bone density is greater. Our muscle mass is higher. Like it just is what it is.
Now, to anybody who,
Why is that bad?
uh,
I don't understand why all
I
this
know it's
shit
a
is
lot of people out there
bad.
who gonna disagree, but this is my thing. If you disagree, there's one sport, only one that can give you the true differential, and it's a new sport: professional slapping. You feel me? Professional slapping. Heavyweight woman, heavyweight man, professional slapping. They just let you stand there. One go the other. Bow. Next. Bow. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. The male slap champion against the female slap champion, the male ain't gonna lose. If y'all doubt me, go to YouTube. They got it on YouTube. They got the slapping shits on there. Look at it. Look at the females and look at the men. Look at the veracity of a male slap to a female slap. Look at the aim and precision. The aim and precision. Y'all prove it for yourselves, man. This shit out there.
Or you can put all this energy in this meaningless conversation and use all that energy for real topics like that pertain to women, like Roy versus Wade.
Yeah.
All that in, put all that energy into that. The things that's going to really actually affect you. As far as like sports and stuff, that's damn near leisure or whatever. That's not a thing that's going to hold you back. Period or whatever. And while you're at it, shut Gail King the fuck up. I'm tired of her shit.
So the moral of the story is shut the fuck up.
Gail King, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Please. Get your money, but shut the fuck up. I'm all for women getting their money.
Right.
But to continue on in that same, I can say that same realm of thinking as far as women equal to men, as I was sitting thinking, I just be on my random shit, sitting on the porch. I was just sitting there thinking, two real thoughts came to my mind. First one, were all men created equal, or were some created to be inferior? Second thought, are we all living gods? You feel me? Like we were taught God created us in his image. But as we sit back and think, we all have the power to create and destroy, give life and take life. We all have the power to manifest certain things. So it just makes me want, I mean, just first, let's go to this all man created equal thing, man. Like, what y'all think? Are some people just created just to be inferior?
I
Um,
think I think we would have to be careful with that conversation because then you're gonna have people trying to dictate who is superior and who is inferior, which they've been trying to do throughout history. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's created equally, but the outcomes may end up being different, so to
Okay.
speak, or whatever. Like we all started off the same way, but how you end off, that's different. Now that ain't equal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, we all, I mean, pretty much that's the same genetic makeup. But if I'm born, the person that's born in a third world country does not just have the same equal opportunities and things that somebody in the first world country would have. So I think that's the only thing that would bring in the all right, are you in superior or inferior in that situation? But that might be me trying to be um trying to, just be nice in general, for lack of a better term.
Okay. What you
uh,
take too?
um, so with this one, I would say I don't think that all men or women or any human was created equal. I think all humans were created to serve different purposes on
Mm.
earth and in
Mm.
society. So like
Mm.
the way I view like I don't know, my answer might go into your second question too, so I apologize if that happens.
It meant to
But
do it.
uh but basically like the way I view like theology and God and all of that, like if you read the Bible, right? If you want to take it as literal, right? Okay, cool. I can roll with people that want to go down that road. You take it as literal, even in the Bible, it says that God, he recognizes other gods. He's the most high God. He's not saying that there are no other gods. He's not saying that you're not created in his image. He's just saying that he's above all of the other gods and heavenly hosts. So when you see that, that means it's very possible for us to be gods on earth. I think that he created us to be gods and have dominion over this realm the way he has dominion over the entire universe. Right. So like um let's start there. And then when you go into like the way he kind of set up earth, when you look at the way he was putting together stuff, he was putting together things that went together to each serve a purpose. Like he had things that flew in the air because he knew that those things would be necessary to help the things that was growing out of the ground, and those would be necessary to help the things that was crawling across the field. Like everything had to work together. So even in the animal world, he made it so like everything is a food web, everything is interconnected, everything is kind of dependent on something else for its survival. And that even goes to humans. Like we are a communicable species. We are a species of animal that is very in tune with each other. We have high communication skills. And when you look at any animal group in the animal realm that are supposedly of a quote unquote, and I'm gonna say quote unquote, you'll see why in a second, a quote unquote lower status because of their what we would consider animals or beasts. Even in that, when you see those of them that have higher communication skills, they're always rolling in groups and working together, and they have hierarchies,
Mhm.
and not necessarily that one is better than the other. It's just that all right, my role is more vital, so I gotta eat more food because I gotta be a little bit stronger than y'all because I'm the biggest one, and if some come to attack our little group, I gotta be the one to fend that thing off, and I can't do that if I'm small as y'all. And then you might have like what I'm saying, another one that might be the one that eats second. That don't necessarily mean he better. It just mean that like his job requires the next amount of energy. So I think a lot of stuff, the problem is the way we look at people as lower or superior or inferior and all that. Like, it's not really that. It's more just we're different. Like, if you look throughout the history of the world, men have always served different purpose depending on how they are made up, depending on what time in the world it was. There was a time when the geniuses of the world had no place because the way the society was set up, everything was based upon physical labor and war and how much you can plunder, pillage, take, fight, break down, pick up, lift. So like those people that were mentally like very in tune, but not necessarily physically strong, they ended up serving these subservient positions as like the alchemist or the jester or the whatever, right? But you look at a time like now where we now got technology to do a lot of the heavy lifting. War isn't as it's not as important for you to be as strong in war anymore because we have drones and all this other shit that can do the war for us. So now you see people like Bill Gates who are running the world as the strong people are manual laborers and entertainers and jesters and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't think it's no inferior or superior. I think it's all just our perspective as humans is fucked up because we all have this thing of we want to feel like we the biggest. We can't be settled with we just different. We have to feel like that different makes us better so that we feel like we can get a bigger piece of the pie. Because when you really break it down to it, that innate instinct to want to have to want to be at the top of the tribe or to be the muscle in men, like we want to be the alpha of the pack so we can lead. So we want to be that one, but we've lost the ability to understand that that may not be my role in society, and that's okay. That doesn't mean it's something bad. We put a bad stigma on everything that's different. I'm sorry, I was long-winded as hell, but yeah.
Shit, that's what it's supposed to be, niggas. Shit, but I definitely follow along what you're saying. Definitely about how you entwined it with the Bible and the equality of men and everybody having their own purpose. But I also fuck with Pat when you say you think that everybody's created equal, but in certain ways. I feel like it's an entanglement of both y'all answers. I feel like no, ain't nobody inferior, but everybody had a role. You feel me? Like I feel like we all put here for a certain thing. We not might not be as great as somebody in another field, but that may not be our target field. You feel me? So
Yeah.
of course we're not gonna be as great as that. So when you have scientists who can't dunk a basketball, you got people who can't dunk a basketball, can't do the Pythagorean theorem. So I mean, at the end of the day, they still gonna be equal when you lay out all their stats.
Yeah.
But each man plays each human plays their own significant role based off their greatness.
Right. And that's
Um,
what people forget. Like the diversity is key. Like the reason the earth works, the reason the earth is so called special in the universe, or at least in the known universe, or whatever, is not necessarily because it got life. It's because it's so diverse that life was able to happen, but then it was able to thrive because everything is so diverse. Like if every living thing was all the strongest but the dumbest too, then a lot of things would have died out a long time ago.
mhm.
But because you have a mixture of things,
Dinosaur.
like a lot of stuff is able to thrive because each thing is able to use its skill against the other as like a checks and balance, almost like you got
Exactly.
the smart field rodents that are smart enough to say, you know what, let us have a lot of babies instead of just one or two because them owls gonna catch a couple of them, but they can't catch all of us. You feel me? And then you got
Mhm.
the strong ass owl that's like, well, hell, when I eat these things, let me poop this shit right here out right here, fertilize this little thing right here, and then I'm gonna cough this out right here and help the scavengers come back and pick through my little pickets. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything helping everything, man. That's the way the world operates.
Subconsciously,
It's like
everything
one
is
big
working as one.
yeah, it's like one big Rube Goldberg machine. Like without the domino that knocks over and hits the wire, the bowling ball never falls from the thing and rolls down the ramp, which never hits the milk carton, which pours into the you know what I mean? Like it's like all that
Mm-hmm.
shit dependent. So
Yeah, right. Shit.
Did you get this idea from a I saw this video of Barry White saying that he was a self-made god, that he
Yeah, man. Because um, it was either the God thing or my Earth thing. Because me personally, when I be talking to people, I be fucking people brains up when I be talking because they be like, "What?" But I'm on the pod, so why not? So of course, I feel like I'm a god here on Earth because I'm embodied with the same things as my Creator. You feel me? The powers He have, mine may not be on the same scale as His, but here on my earthly plane, they are because I'm embodied with the same powers to create humans. I've created three humans. You feel me? I can destroy humans. We all know people can destroy. Not only with man-made machines, but with their own bare hands, you can destroy. We know we can manifest things when we really want things, or we really think about something just pops up, or something that's happened. We've all had that instinct or that feeling when we've been talking about something or somebody, and then the next minute, that something or somebody pops up. Like, damn, speak of the devil. You know what I mean? We ain't speaking of the devil. We manifesting greatness and we manifesting things, and it just happened that strength we had right there. It was just that powerful. Now on the Earth shit, I feel like we are all mini Earths because we are all comprised of everything the Earth is comprised of. We're 75% water. The Earth is 75% water. Carbon-based animals, carbon-based environment. Me personally, that conversation takes me onto that outer space shit too, because us as humans, we're always looking for another Earth or another planet like Earth to look for other intelligent creatures. Why are we doing that instead of looking like, okay, we know we're from this type of planet. The other planets around us aren't based like we are. So why are we looking for other type of creatures like us on planets that's not based like us? We should be looking for those type of individuals based on that type of planet. So whatever type of shit Venus is made of, that's the motherfuckers you should be looking for. You feel me? Them type people. If you come to a carbon-based atmosphere, you're gonna find carbon-based creatures in this environment. We breathe our atmosphere. You go to that atmosphere, you should be looking for something that does that shit. I think it's a reason motherfuckers going to trying to find other Earth-like planets because motherfuckers, it's knowledge unbeknownst to us that other people have in other positions. They know shit. They're trying to find the same shit that's been found many millennia ago. So we looking for other type Earth-like planets. What y'all thinking? That motherfuckers was here and then they went to the other Earth and left? That's why y'all looking for that? Because me, just as a science geek and a space nerd, I would want to find out about each individual planet and what goes on there. Instead of finding my space my time, I gotta find another planet like this one. I got one like this one. Let me find out what's going on this one and what shit y'all may have there. Because that's the shit I would consider alien. But no, mm-mm. It's just me. You feel me? Like different type of shit. Weirdo.
I you unpacked a lot there.
Yes.
I'll say I'll start at the beginning, I guess. For as far as us being gods, I definitely think it's something to that. Just because, again, man, like if you read the Bible, like no matter what your religion is, there's nothing that says that you can't be a god. It just says that there are gods. So even if you like me and you're a Christian, it says that God is the most high, which means he's above all God, but that don't mean it's not other God. And he created us in his image, which means we would have to be somewhat like him. So that shit lines right the fuck up. Um, on the power of manifesting. I honestly don't believe in that. I think that manifestations are actually like people want something so bad, so they're working harder for it, which makes things that align with that thing start to happen. Like if you sit on your ass all day on the couch every day, right? And you keep saying, damn, I want to be a music star. Damn, I want to be a music star. And you just keep on chanting and mantraing and burning your sage and all that shit, you're going to be a couch potato that wants to be a music star for the rest of your life. But if you're a person that's saying, I want to be a music star, I want to be a music star, and you're getting up and you're going to music classes, or you're going to a studio every day and you're writing down stuff and working on your craft and practicing instrumentation and taking lessons on how to play the keys, or you're like looking up YouTube videos on how to do this on an MPC and etc. Like, you're going to become a better musician. You're going to become better at singing. You're going to become that. So as you become better at it, more opportunities for that thing is gonna happen. Like, to me, my theory on manifestation is like, if you chase greatness, all of the things that come with that is gonna come. So like, the career in that is gonna come, the money's gonna come, the fame is gonna come, the notoriety, like whatever it is gonna come, because not necessarily because you want it that bad, but because you want it that bad and you're working. It's like that faith shit. Like, manifestations are faith. That's all it is. And faith without works is dead. Is not just a biblical verse. That's like some real shit. Cause like, if you got faith in something, but you don't actually put work toward that faith, like if you got faith that you're gonna get a job, but you're not preparing your life for having a job, then that shit is dead. Cause that means you're not taking time to brush up your resume. You're not taking time to go on proper interviews. You're not even taking time to make sure your interview skills are up to par with what they're asking in 2022. You're not making sure that in the meantime you're working on getting together the proper wardrobe to wear on the interview. You're not making sure that for whatever this job is, that you got the proper skills. So if you do get hired now, you're actually ready to do the damn job. Like, you know what I mean? So like that, eh, I think we are gods in the sense that if we work towards something, that shit will happen. Like, shit that people thought was impossible, the smartest people or the bravest people or the whatever people worked and worked and worked. And when everybody just quit trying to do that thing, they didn't quit. So they discovered light bulbs and stop signs and gas masks and goddamn cars and all kinds of cool shit, computers. Like, they discovered all this cool shit, but it ain't because they manifested it, because they outworked everybody else. Like, they just the shit that just separate people who do great shit and what, to start this conversation, all will be considered inferior people. It ain't really they're inferior, is they are not doing something or are not working as hard as something else as somebody else. Like, when other people was gearing up for war, they won't work, they won't thinking about that. Or when other groups of people were advancing their culture and like thinking of like new ways to do things that would make things more efficient so they could start focusing on doing some other cool shit, these people weren't. So that's why they got crushed or subservient or whatever. Like, a lot of times that's really what it starts as. Like, even if you look at Africa, like a lot of the colonization that the white men from Europe were able to get away with wasn't necessarily because they were superior at all. It was that they went and they was like, oh, that Italian man opened up some routes to China. Let us go over there and get gunpowder. Simple as that. And because they got that and they fucked with it more than other people, because if you remember, a lot of times they was taking gunpowder and using that shit and trying to make gold and shit. They was doing alchemy experiments and shit. They stumbled upon the fact of what gunpowder could really do and then started using it as explosives and shit. And next thing you know, they got cannons and other countries are still using trebuchets and goddamn crossbows and catapults. And these niggas coming through with shit that blow the whole fucking wall down in one blow. And these other people are like, oh, that took us all day usually. That's really all that happened. Like, when you look at history and any culture, even up to the day, like, it ain't that people are inferior, superior, it's that they're not working as hard. Like, even if you look at a homeless person, right? They're not inferior to a person that is a millionaire. The only difference is, for whatever reason, whether it be mental, like being mentally incapacitated, whether it being wiped out financially and not being able to recover, for whatever reason, whether it be not having the same resources, for whatever reason, they were not able to work as hard and continue as consistently as the other person. So they're not at the same place. Like there's literally people that are stuck and will always be at the lowest level of a job. They will always be the cashier. Not even necessarily because they're bad people or they're inferior. It's just because they don't either want to work as hard or they are not working as hard or they can't work as hard or whatever the case is, but they can't do the same.
I don't
They're
want
not,
that responsibility.
they're not doing the same thing that the CSM or the store manager or the regional manager or whatever is doing. So like when you look at stuff in those contexts, that's really all life is. The animal that is the weakest is usually the one that as a child was either sick so they couldn't work as hard. So they couldn't get as strong. Or they, for some reason, they wanted to hang out with the mama and chase after her instead of going to wrestle with the brothers and sisters.
Mhm.
So by the time they got adult, the instincts and the skills that these other ones that had continually worked at this thing every day had got, this one ain't got. So then what happens? You get in the class with another pack, your ass get eaten. Survival of the fittest is a thing, man. Like that's a real thing, and that's all that it is. It ain't inferior or superior. It's just, are you outworking somebody else to be fit? Literally, like think about what the word fit means. It don't mean that you're better than somebody. It means that you are actually in shape. If you are in your best shape in any way, whether that be academically, financial literacy, whether that be physical fitness, whether that be mental acuity, like whatever your fitness is, like if you are fit in that way, you're going to reap benefits and be up. If you don't, you're going to be down. Not inferior, superior, just different in work ethic.
Adapt and evolve.
Like in my job, I literally went in my interview and was like, I never want to be in management. I want to always be exactly what I'm doing now. That's the role that I want. I don't mind you paying me more for it over time as I, gain more skills and as I, continue to gain more experience every year, but I don't want to do nothing else. So because of that, I'm not. I will never work as hard as a principal. Gonna bleep that out. Where's that at in this conversation? Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Was doing the.
Y'all ain't hear nothing. Y'all ain't hear a thing. Not a thing.
Hold on, because I'm gonna come right back in with that exact same thing. Just give me 1 second. I got you. All right. I never want to be in upper management. Never. Never. So, like I think that what do you want to, how much do you want to work? Are you willing to outwork somebody else at something? And that's it. I don't know.
Goddamn right.
Motherfucker guilty.
Now, Pat. What time is it?
It is 10:33, May
It was
17th,
right there. The tears
on the
knew
Tuesday.
what time it was.
And being that I got sinuses and I probably need to hurry this all up, I think it's about time for the good and fuckery. I can't scream longer than this because I'm gonna run out of air.
Good and fuckery!
Yeah, do all the screaming and shit for me. Good and fuckery, y'all.
Don DeMarco.
Don DeMarco.
Yeah,
I love
motherfucker.
it.
Time for the good fuck red. Episode 77.
I want to do something different and start off with good stuff because it's been a while since I started off with good stuff. So that's kind of a slow week.
Yeah.
But
let's do this shit.
but we don't got to go deep into it. I just want people to be informed that certain things, First off, Remy Ma gets her own street in the Bronx Walk of Fame, I should say. So I thought that was cool. That was when was this? This was
The Bronx Walk of Fame.
Yeah, the Bronx Walk of Fame.
Okay.
Because they're
Yeah. Okay.
from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? This was on Saturday, May 14th.
Okay, that's nice. God,
I would so that sounds cool. Ghostface Killer, he gets his own day. May 9th is Ghostface Killer Day.
all right, Faith.
Yep. Mayor Eric Adams presented him with the honor. Says there's so
For
many
what?
people
What did he
coming
do?
out of here. This
Or just like for his accolades in the past.
just said accolades in general, and I'm pretty sure he's given back to the community a couple of times and everything. But he said there's so many people coming out here seeing a performer, a young person who grew up here, who lived in public housing and went to public school, and now is able to have a business out here and just coming back to the community.
Yeah.
He said at Adams during the red ribbon cutting ceremony for Killer Coffee Shop. Ghostface Killer got a coffee shop, and in Staten Island, and that's what it's all about. So we just want to say thank you for reinvesting. So he basically, because he reinvested in the Staten Island community or whatever, Ghostface Killer Day is May 9th.
That's dope. All right, Ghostface.
Stuff like that.
Good shit.
got it.
Good shit.
More in stories of giving back to the community and everything. The founder of Slutty Vegan Restaurant gifts LLCs to the entire Clock Atlanta class of 2022.
Big move.
An LSC, like what? I don't get it.
I guess you could probably LLC just your name or something, but probably gave them the money to give them so they can start LLCs pretty much.
That's fine.
Which is, I think that's a good move. That's a big move for it. Really. I feel like colleges should follow suit. I feel sorry for everybody who graduated in 2021 and 2020 and 2020 and the years afterwards, because in general. But yeah,
it'd be dope if they made that like a part of your like scholarship package or something too. Like if you the scholarship, you automatically get it.
Make more sense.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Right. So kind of going back into, I'm kind of skipping around, but Faith kind of brought this up too, or whatever. But I believe, was it yesterday or it might have been actually today, that the Pentagon, they basically had an open discussion in Congress that they've had 400 UFO encounters, and they said, we want to know what's out there. Top Pentagon officials told a House panel on Tuesday, today, that there are now close to 400 reports from the military personnel of possible encounters with UFOs, a significant increase from the 144 tracked in a major report released last year by the U.S. intelligence community. So it looks like they're being a little bit more out there about this UFO thing, whatever, and wanting to see what's going on. This is some fuckery though to go along with that.
Tears realized we about to talk about fucking plants on other planets again with this bullshit.
No, because I'm allergic and to pollen, and I don't even want to see a plant on this planet right now, let alone any other planet, no matter what kind of allergies I'm gonna get from those kind of plants.
I feel that.
Yeah. But here's some fuckery for you. In the midst of that, on May 7th, NASA wants to send nude illustrations of humans into space. Yes, that's right. They want to send nudes out there into space. The proposal, a beacon in the galaxy, was presented by 11 researchers from a range of institutions, including NASA, Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and it was published. Basically, they just want to put out like a little message out there that, hey, we're here. How you doing? What's up? But it's just like, it's not like a real picture of a human. It's like a drawing of a human. It's like it's like a digital, like,
What is
matter
the
of fact, I
purpose?
wonder if
Who
can
they
you see this?
sending it to?
Can you see this? This is what they're sending. They're sending that out. The dude don't even have a nose. They don't even have no face. That does not look like any type of human I know. And I don't want to know any of the human. And pause, because the genitalia is showing.
That's a picture from the sex ed book.
Exactly. Exactly. It look like some characters from Oregon Trail, pretty much.
Now, I hate to play whatever role I'm about to play because the word fails me right now, but fuck it.
Fuck it.
Devil's advocate.
Anytime the government, no, not even that. Anytime the government acknowledges something, it's always for a deeper reason that they acknowledging this, that they don't want us to see this. It's always like misdirection. You feel me? When they want us to focus on something, it's something else we should be focusing on, but they taking our attention off with some other shit. Oh, let's tell them about aliens, so they won't focus on this shit over here. My thing is, what's the shit over here we should be focusing on right now before it's too late, and in 3-4 years we gonna be focusing on it. But we should be focusing on now with this alien shit.
I said we stop even worrying about fucking aliens and shit until one of them pop up. Until then, just operate under normal operating procedure. Like, why the hell we keep stressing out about these aliens that ain't popped up yet? Either these niggas don't like us, they don't care about us. Like, this shit is like the end of fucking Boys in the
They
Hood,
are
nigga.
us.
But
These
technically,
niggas
they
is like
said they popped up 400
nigga,
times.
these niggas is like the reporters and police in mid-90s South Central LA. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on Earth, man. They don't give a fuck about us, man. Like, these niggas is doing flybys and shit. We seeing lights in the sky, and them niggas is not stopping. They is not parking and like, hey, what's good, y'all? They not pulling up to the barbecue. These niggas is like, oh, them fuckers are crazy. Keep going. On to Venus. That was cute. Did you get pictures, honey? Okay, let's keep going. Like, they don't want to deal with our shit. We are fucked up. Did you see us? If like, be honest, y'all. If y'all is like alien from Crab Nebula 13, right? And you pulling up your spaceship past Earth, and you stop in and you zoom in and like, hey, wonder what they doing down there on that planet. And you saw us, would you want to hang out with us? I wouldn't.
I don't even want to hang out with us.
I'd be like, oh, them niggas gonna
abduction.
try to steal our rims. Let's go.
I do some abductions.
I don't like him.
I take a violent motherfucker and a non-violent motherfucker and see what make them different at the core. I do a little bit of sampling.
I
They
don't
probably
like
have
them,
done that
so I don't
already.
expect
But
them
would
to.
you hang with us? Like, would you stop and be just like, hey, y'all, let's kick it?
No, I barely hang with
I believe
humans
they
as
done
is.
anal probed a couple folks, but I don't think they fucking with us. Like, this
Pegging humans, man. They pegging humans.
hey, yo,
Pause.
you know how they be saying, you know how them country white folk be coming, they got them chips and shit in their ass and shit. I believe it.
Okay, this is my question. But all the alien sightings, ain't nothing ever been happening in the hood. They always out in the country, out in these wide open areas. Now, if it may be because electromagnetic fields, maybe because need open areas to land, maybe. But ain't
No,
nobody
I
never
know
hood never
exactly
seen
what it
shit
is.
flying. Ain't nobody ever
If,
seen shit in the
No.
hood
if
flying
you
around.
Why would
if
they
you
do
want to
that?
be, yeah, they wouldn't. I wouldn't want to go to the
Think
one.
about this.
Two, I don't want to be seen. So if I don't want to be seen, I'll probably go into a place, an open area place or whatever, not a highly populated place
Think
or
about this.
whatever.
You got the shit that can fool all of our defenses on Earth. Like, every country ain't caught you yet and seen you yet or talked to you yet, right? So that means on some level you are more intelligent of a species than our species. So on a base level, you suburban. We already the hood. You coming to the hood of the hood? Nigga, for what?
Nah.
You going to the best part of the hood if you gotta go to the hood. You going to Shelly in them house. You know, Franklin grandma crib. You ain't going to Pookie and Ray Ray spot. That's the trap.
You ain't going to Crotad.
Nigga, nigga, they not going to the hood of the hood. Earth is
They gonna
already
go where-
slumming it for them. They already looking down on Earth like, oh, let's go hang with these fucking humans.
And we're gonna.
And then they gonna hang with
can
the
surround
craziest
you.
of us, the most deprived of us. They not going nowhere near no trailer park. Like they don't even be in trailer park. They be in rural areas. They really be coming down this shit for vacation. Like, damn, can we just find a wooded area where we could just chill out for a minute, analyze some of their animals, and get the fuck up out of here? God damn it! Here come fucking Ray Earl and them. Look at them, y'all. We see them lights. Come on, it's aliens. Take
I thought he
us.
was gonna say Putin.
Take us.
So-
And then they be looking at each other like, oh, God damn it, Queagle. Go ahead and anal probe him, because this motherfucker.
Queagle.
Just pick him. Just go ahead and beam him the fuck up, because he gonna go tell somebody. Go beam him up and let's fucking him. Let's at least get some fecal matter out of this and get some samples. Anal probe. Bloop. Now he looking like Cartman.
Make no sense. But yeah, I think they're gonna go, like Tiz said, they're gonna go to a war area. They ain't gonna go anywhere highly populated or whatever, where they could be surrounded by like hostile human creatures. No.
Them niggas treat humans like fucking paparazzi.
Mhm.
They ducking us at all costs. They going through the back entrance. They going around. They like, oh, it's not okay. It's night on the other side. Let's go over here. At least all they'll see is our light. Hit the cloaking device when we get close enough so they can really see something. Like they don't like us. We are not.
Did
we
y'all
are
ever heard
not
about
an
the story
attractive
about
friend group.
y'all heard the story about Nixon and what's the dude from the Honeymooners, the fat dude.
Ralph?
Yeah.
No, his real name.
Oh, fuck.
The old honeymooners or the new one?
Yeah, the white
these
one.
days.
Yeah,
One of
right to the
these
moon.
days, Alice.
Well, whoever the motherfucker was, there's a story that says he and Nixon was like real cool, and Nixon
Jackie
took him
Gleason.
somewhere. There you go.
Yeah.
Nixon took him on, and Nixon took him somewhere to show him a space UFO, and nigga said, and the story is that he had a house built exactly like the UFO he saw. He had it built off what he saw, and the house is still around. It's I think it's upstate New York somewhere. The UFO house is out there, his old house, somewhere in the woods and shit. He had a house built off what Nixon had showed him in some hangar.
What?
I need to see that house.
Right.
Yeah,
Jackie
I need to see
Gleason.
that house.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
AKA real life Fred Flintstone in the face.
Nah, like for real though, this shit look.
Yeah, you feel me? That shit look like that. That's some official shit.
I'm looking it up too.
They say he built the shit based off his memory of what Nixon had showed him in the hangar. And they say he was real big in the UFOs after that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is built like a UFO.
You
This
know
is
what?
definitely built. This is definitely built
Ain't
like
it?
a UFO.
That shit look just like a fucking UFO.
Mm-hmm. Everybody who listening, y'all go look that shit up, man. Put this on pause. Go look it up so y'all know what everybody looking at.
I kind of think I know what my house gonna look like in the future. Let me stop. All right. Well, there you go.
There you go.
See?
And y'all see
Mhm.
They know something, man. They know
Yeah.
something. They know something, man. Well,
Yeah, man.
from aliens and weird shit into my next segment of the fuckery. One of my favorite sections of the fuckery that I'm gonna start up now, especially when it's slow news weeks. Let's check what's going on with Florida man.
Florida man doing
Florida.
everything that Florida man can.
Whenever there's a slow news week and there's nothing else, y'all bored, just Google Florida man, and there's going to be something current. For example, I just did it. I just Googled Florida man. 1 day ago, Florida man describes landing plane with no flight experience. Next week, I'm not even going to read the actual article. I'm just going through the articles I see just Googling Florida man.
Yeah, we'll stop you if we want to get real juicy. Pause.
Yeah.
Exactly where they get real
That
juicy.
was a call for.
Florida man drives car up a pole, arrested for DUI. Up pole.
Is that like that video we saw the other day where you hit a rock and then your car just magically pops up off the ground?
Kind of look like it. Look at it.
Damn. Yep, up the damn pole.
What did your tires grip to get you into that position? Like at some point they have nothing. Like what?
I don't know.
Did they lower his car into that spot? Like what the fuck?
See,
like
Florida man arrested on DUI charge after he drove his car up a telephone pole.
How do you drive
in Tallahassee?
Telephone pole? Read that article.
Yeah, video
That's
released by City Tallahassee Police Department showed a blue Mustang almost completely vertical up a wooden pole. The end of the video captured a tow truck pulling the car back parallel to the ground. The driver can be heard telling one officer he was out with his friends, went up the curb and wound up there. It sucks, the driver said.
No, your driving sucks.
Exactly.
What the
Not
hell?
only could you be featured on our social media like this guy, you could get arrested, physically harm yourself or others when it's someone's life department. All right, I think this is just them saying, please don't drink and drive, basically. Florida man. Florida man.
Stay the fuck out of Florida, yo. Florida is retarded.
Florida man caught golfing on the side of I-75. Golfing. Yep. Florida man sentenced to 50 years in prison over child porn and master slave relationships. He should go to South Carolina. To South Carolina with you. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Like, so you're
Florida man accused of burying dog alive.
What the dog and did?
I don't know.
Like, what are we doing here, man? Think about what is it about Florida that makes it be this concentration of stories from their state? Like, what is going on there that makes people act like that?
The heat.
At such a high rate.
Now the heat will probably make you crazy.
But look
Florida
at other hot states.
Arrested.
You don't have Texas man or California man or Nevada man or Arizona man or
no, we just say Texas is crazy. That's it.
Or Oklahoma man. Like, you got all these other states that get hot. The fuck this got to do?
No, we don't want another Oklahoma man. And then last time we had Oklahoma man, that was like
shit. You even got Louisiana. You ain't got no Louisiana man.
No Texas man either. I remember Waco. We don't need that. We don't need that.
It is
Florida man arrested for calling 911 to say Biden needs to be in jail. Central Florida man threatens to shoot trooper right between the eyes after a traffic stop.
Why they arrest him for that? I don't know that he was that off.
Let's see.
I don't know about being in jail, but is he gonna make it through this term? Y'all think he gonna make it? That didn't look like he be up there nodding off and shit. Like, he don't look well.
He's fine. He's okay. He's all right. He got the best health care in the world.
Biden be high as shit.
Mm-hmm. Jacob Philbick, 29 of Palm Harbor.
What?
His name is Jacob Philbick, 29 of Palm Harbor. Palm. That's the name of the city.
No, what is his name again?
Philbick.
Oh, Beck.
Beck. I don't even want to know what you were thinking.
You don't.
Philbick. Palm Harbor was arrested last Sunday for calling 911 dispatchers several times to say El Chap needs to be freed from prison and President Biden needed to be placed into prison, according to the rest. So really, he really might have been able to get away with it if he just would stop calling to tell them the same thing. They just arrested him because they were annoyed.
Life lesson. Sometimes just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think that's one of our normal life lessons, pretty much. For Gail King. Me shut up. I think I'm going to shut up now. See me.
I see you really hate Gail for real, huh?
She's not hate. She's just annoying.
She is.
Like, you know that she's a money grab person. I'm going to do this for the money grab. To me. I mean, that might just be my opinion. I could be wrong about it. You know what I'm saying?
You said she's doing it for the gram, yo?
Not the gram. The gram. Pause. But this is I'm gonna get right into the fuckery that I think is gonna piss me off. It should piss everybody off or whatever. And especially since this one is really close to home in Virginia or whatever. A Virginian white mom sued school board claiming CRT made her biracial son identifies as just Black. Said that he went to school and he has changed his whole mindset around.
That isn't what they're teaching in school. That's just
they
him
don't even
being
teach CRT in school.
No, exactly. That's him being exposed to other things that he identifies with, lady. He doesn't identify with what you want him to identify with, and he's becoming his own individual. Allow it. You can't blame the school board because you can't force parent what you want your child to do or idolize or how you want him to be. He's a child. He's going to grow as he sees fit. All you can do as a parent is do your best job to raise him to be a good individual. You can't make him identify with either side of his biracial side. If he wants to focus on one or the other, that's his choice.
He has to focus on that side because because when he leaves your house and he's just a person out there, not just your son, guess how they're going to treat him?
As a Black man.
Exactly.
I tell you
and guess what city this is in?
Oh Lord, Chesapeake.
Nope. Charlottesville.
Oh shit.
Charlottesville. The same Charlottesville with the tiki torches.
Man. All right, yo. The thing I'm tired of is people complaining about shit they're too dumb to actually understand in the first place.
Exactly.
Like if you don't actually understand an issue, you can't be the one complaining about it. Let's just start there as a human race. Like complain about what you want, but know what you're complaining about. Don't be out here complaining about some shit that don't even exist, because then you just look stupid. And then you lose all traction in whatever it is that you rallying behind. What really happened here, lady, is your son realized that the world treats me as a Black. All my friends call me Black. I must be Black. So I'm going to identify as what the world sees me as. That's all that happened. No different than any other child.
That got to be fucked up when you have a racist mom.
And CRT can't be taught in schools. CRT principles or types of thought can be, but the actual CRT, like that's talking about institutions and how they continuously affect us, that ain't gonna make him see himself as black. That's gonna make him know that the black people in his family, this is what is continuously going with him. And most schools
I
don't
just
teach that.
I want to know where the father is at. That's what I want to know. I want to know where he's at because I feel like this. I feel like this might be because I don't see her with him. I don't. They don't say anything about the father in this
And
whole
he's not
article
his
or
thing at
whatever.
all.
Yeah, and I feel like she says we didn't have issues before. He's an eighth grade Charlottesville mother, Melissa Riley, lamented to ultra conservative Fox News. Yes, Fox News, everybody, Fox News. That has to be a horrible feeling to be a black child that has a mother that believes everything Fox News says. I'm going to pray for that child, and I
That's a
hope,
dangerous household to grow up in, fam.
yeah, I'm going to pray for that child, and I hope for the best, and I hope that this woman like sees enlightenment or whatever instead of being a Karen, being a freaking Karen, and that
Instead of
and
being a
ignoring
parent.
the child or whatever. Now, if he just out there being bad and blaming it on, okay, I understand that, but
Right.
yeah, but it's not that bad where like you got to go to Fox News. That seems like it's more than that. That sounds like you're trying to have your 5 seconds of fame or something.
And that could be true too. Two things could be
Oh,
true.
and this is why I hate humans. But
I
this is
tell
the
you
other
what,
reason.
man, humans are becoming more and more disgusting by the day. Like, and this over sensationalization of like basic shit. Like, some shit is not some rallying cry. Some shit is just you don't like it. That ain't
Yes,
no oppressive
exactly.
shit. It ain't none of that. It's just you just don't like it. Like, let's just call a spade and stop like acting like everything is these big ass protest moments. Like, no, man, sometimes people just don't like stuff. All right, deal with it.
I don't
Shit.
like a lot of stuff.
Right. I don't like the rain, but if that shit happen, I ain't about to go outside and start picketing and trying to rally some
I love the
Everybody want to
rain.
make a cause for
congressman to
no
make
cause.
walkways for everybody. Like, man, fuck it. Live your
Everybody want
life.
to take up arms and shit
Life
over nothing.
happens, yo. People are so scared to like actually deal with life these days. That's why all these kids is on drugs. That's why all these people keep like, oh, my feelings. I feel offended. So what? People can only control their intent and their behavior. If neither one of those things is actually abusive to you, then fuck your feelings. Like, I'm sick of this over like, oh my God, I'm hurt. Everyone rally. Man, sometimes you gotta be sad. Sometimes you ain't gonna like shit. Sometimes shit gonna make you upset. That don't mean that shit is oppressing you. That don't mean that somebody done violated your rights. That just mean that you
You a bitch
human
ass nigga.
and
Let
you
me
an
stop.
individual and you ain't gonna like everything.
This means you a bitch ass motherfucker. That's all.
Shit.
You a bitch.
I don't like fucking poached eggs, but they're still a thing. I'm not about to go protest it. Like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Yeah,
People
People
things
need to
that's on
get
my
punched in
nerves.
the
they
face
don't
on a
like to
daily basis.
exist.
Certain people do.
People don't
I'm not gonna
want what
protest.
they don't like to exist until what they like gets protested, and then they understand. But it's so rare that they will get turned because the motherfuckers always boycotting seem to have all the same shit in fucking common.
And I ain't
But
even tripping about
when it's
protesting.
gonna
Like,
come to the point, I'm tired of the process of this bullshit. Don't protest off your emotions. I feel this way, so this is right. No, motherfucker. If what's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. Just because you feel some way, fuck, fuck your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
it comes to a point where like it's so much. It's like crying wolf. It's like it's so many protests about stupid shit that's not really a real offense to society or a real rights violation, that then it makes the other protests seem like it gets muddied. It's just another one. Oh, they protesting again. Well, no, this thing over here is actually legit. Like, we actually do need help there. It's just these other 10 things were stupid. But don't, you know what I mean? Like I hate that. I'm tired of people like creating narratives just to get rallied up and all rah rah and gung ho about some bullshit. Like sometimes everyday life is just everyday life and deal with that shit and keep that shit moving and deal with it in your house. Sometimes your personal problem is just that. It's a personal thing. That's not a
I think
public
And
rallying
you
cry. That's
gotta
not a
deal
call
with
to
it.
no superintendent. That's a you have a conversation with your son and y'all deal with that in your household the way however your family deems necessary. But don't that ain't no thing for everybody. Like, fuck out of here.
yeah,
Mm,
I think uh, I think some people rally over little small stuff because they're afraid to actually tackle the actual meaningful topics that need to be actually tackled, like
Come on now.
or whatever, or they just use as distractions, so we don't focus on the things that we need to actually focus on. So one thing I feel like we all should focus on is why are we having so many random shootings all the damn time this year? Like,
Yo. Rest
like
in peace to the
Buffalo,
people in Buffalo. Where was the other spot? It was another spot that got shot up too,
it
wasn't
was
it?
in California.
Yeah,
It was
man.
not, it was like the day after a day after it was in California or whatever. But yeah, rest in peace to those people in Buffalo and in California.
Yo, I'm
And by
people ain't
another
shit.
18-year-old, by
People ain't shit.
another 18-year-old. That 18-year-old probably saw what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse and said, "Hey, we could do this too," because he got
Yo,
away and got famous.
this is
So
what it
now
is,
he's a
man.
copycat.
Them 18-year-olds, like that younger generation,
mm,
they are literally walking internet trolls in real life. They do
And
things
then and
without thought of consequence or nothing. They do it just for the shock value a lot of times, and that's the scary part because it's not as much rhyme or reason. It's the same actions that we've seen before, but it's less motive. It's less like, okay, we can understand this and we can put some things in place to attack this as a society. Like, unless we dial back how the internet works or something, like the more it keeps going forward, it's going to just keep getting worse because
mhm,
we're we're always going unless we get to a point where the entire thing is virtual, we don't move and we walk around here like Wally, but we got on Oculuses all day and we just live in a virtual world and we just think and our people move. As long as we physically have to do stuff, we're always going to be in real life. We're always going to come into contact with other real human beings, and that and acting without thought of consequence is internet troll behavior. But that's how a lot of young people move because they forget. It's almost like their brain is just trained to think one way, just huh, do it or say it, and keep it moving. If I don't like it, I'll just go to another chat room. No, but in real life, like that's impacting real people right there.
mhm.
yeah, yeah, it's just crazy. He did a live stream on Twitch while doing this on Twitch. It looked like a Call of Duty vid. Like he did it on Twitch. There's a scene, and he was just going after black folk because there's a scene where he scares this white person, and she was like, "Oh," and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then he goes about his business. Like, and then it's like he he had this whole manifesto online about why he's doing it, and then the parents talk about try to blame it on COVID, like it was COVID that made him go crazy and things like that. Like, what the hell's wrong? No, parent, you're stupid. You're
Oh
dumb parent that
man.
made this monster.
Okay, so this is my thing. If you're willing to blame it on COVID, you have that much
Except yourself.
responsibility because you were quarantined with your son, right? If you all doing the same thing, you're just as much to blame as for your son's behavior. If it's COVID
Cause
and he was just in the house and he was so paranoid, paranoid for fucking what?
nah, nigga, you made
The,
that
the,
nigga.
the,
You literally
the,
made that
Nah,
nigga.
nah,
It's
nigga.
your fault.
fuck, fuck out of here with this bullshit. You did that shit. You made this kooky ass motherfucker. Old Faye
You
ass
made
nigga.
that monster.
You made this.
Yeah,
You did it. Accept
And
your
it was
responsibility. Be
you,
accountable
nigga.
as parents. Be accountable as parents. When you have a kooky ass child, you bred that. You brought that into the world. You did that.
Fact.
Now be accountable for that. Be at that trial. Look at all the victims' families' faces, and don't go, well, it's not his fault. No, that motherfucker pulled the trigger. He knew what he was doing. Don't put this
Mm-hmm.
on mental illness. Don't do none of that shit. This ain't mental illness.
Yeah,
What it was, this was a hate crime. A hate crime. Because if
I
you
hate I
had
hate
a
that.
black man, if you had a black man go into Whole Foods and shoot up Whole Foods and only target the Caucasian
You would
people,
get shot.
he'd have got killed then.
Mm.
He'd have got
Like, why
killed.
didn't
There
they shoot him?
wouldn't have been no arrest. Wouldn't have been no walking him out, hands on his shoulder, and he just handcuffed. No, he'd have got killed. And they'd be like,
Wouldn't have been no walking them out. Hands
you feel
on
me?
your
We
hands
stopped
on
it.
your head while your knees on the wall.
We
And
stopped it.
then it,
That's it.
and then the news person was talking about, do you think it's some type of mental illness? I like how the black dude on the newscast responded or whatever. Like, yeah, it's a mental illness, but he had the capacity to pick up that gun, the capacity to go down to that shopping center, and the capacity to start shooting. It was just like that conversation we had like a couple of
Especially
episodes
if you can
ago.
run a Twitch stream at the same time, nigga. You are a producer. You're
Exactly.
pretty well within your rights. And you did
Exactly.
way more than pull out your titties.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. That conversation we had not too long ago or whatever. And that's why I said, like, no, I don't care if you do have a mental illness. It's a lot of crazy people that do horrible things too. There's a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that doesn't make me feel bad about you. That makes me more cautious of you.
You know what I
All
miss?
right.
There are more sane criminals than insane criminals.
You know what I miss though? When crazy was just crazy. It won't like, oh well, I wonder if he sometimes people just do crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are fucking nuts and they like to
I
do
just,
mean shit. They've been mean all
yeah.
their life. Like I know they always say, well, kids can't really be bad.
Shit.
Hey, look, man. Sometimes kids are bad and they grow into badass adults. And that's that.
Hmm.
When the
I
kid
know
was
Ain't no
out
quite a
there
way.
few of
killing
them.
fucking squirrels and shit, ain't nobody pay no attention. But now that he an adult and he out here killing humans, now everybody want to know this. Well, the motherfucker was nuts when he was a kid. Y'all just tried to blame that shit away and riddling him to death or Adderall him to death instead of just
Oh, that's
actually
just
getting him
boys
real
being
help.
boys. That's all that is. He just being a boy. No, it being a psycho. Fucking psycho killer.
Media. I'm so tired of news media when a crazy shooter is white come out and they always find all the excuses acting like they're trying to
Don't they
find
though?
the answer or whatever. Is he mental? He has a mental illness?
Don't they
No, I
though?
don't give a fuck if he has a mental illness. He shot somebody.
My
Like, that's it.
thing, stop going
Period.
automatically going to mental illness. Motherfuckers pick up guns every day who ain't got mental illnesses.
Facts.
And motherfuckers go do stupid shit every day who ain't got mental illnesses. That should not be the first thing that you,
You
oh, maybe he has
making
maybe he has mental,
you
no,
making people that
maybe
have
he was
like
just being
mental
an
illness.
asshole that day.
Sometimes people really
Mhm.
just are that hateful.
And that many
Exactly.
and it's not that many people with mental illnesses like go out crazy like that.
Right.
Like, seriously. Like, you making people with actual serious problems, mental problems, look bad because you want to put that on this psycho. No, no,
You trying to champion
no.
you trying to use
You
a actual psycho to try to champion your cause for mental health awareness. Wrong person to pick. Wrong situation to choose. This ain't the thing. This is a hate crime. This is the new KKK.
Come
This
on
is what
now.
they do now. This is all this shit is. It's no mask on this shit. It's wide open in your fucking
And
face.
damn lynching
This
one
the new
man,
shit.
they shoot
We
up a
gonna
bunch of
we
people.
gonna we gonna get y'all. We know y'all got to go shopping. This is my thing. I got a lot of knowledge, a lot of things. If a motherfucker really want to get you, they know where you gotta go. You feel me? If you go to a football stadium and you looking for one person, go to the one place you know they gotta go. Use the gotta pee method. Everybody in that stadium gotta go to the bathroom, gotta pee. If I want to get a lot of black folks, I'm going to the grocery store. I know it's gonna be something there. I'm gonna just hit the ones I see there. You
Facts.
feel me? They ain't gonna be suspected nothing. They gonna be unarmed and unweary. I'm gonna get them when they guard down.
Right.
Everybody's lacking in the grocery
Come on.
store. Everybody's lacking when you're checking dates on your fucking milk. If you really want to do something, go to the gun range and go crazy. Test yourself then. The people that go crazy, they get the respect is the motherfuckers who walk into the police station and try to go crazy.
Boy, there you go. You want to go crazy? Go crazy there.
Go
Share
there,
that with
everybody's
somebody.
armed there. They already there. You can still pick and choose. They got black folks and white folks. But no, you went to a grocery store, you weak ass. I'm not even gonna get going to
I went to
it.
South Carolina with
hate,
you.
hate crime is a hate crime. Please do not try to put a label of any type of mental illness on this young man. Try him as he should be. Do
Yeah, I
not
don't
be
want to hear no
do not be
insanity pleas
lenient.
or none of
I
that
don't want to
bullshit.
see none
Hell
of this
no.
shit. I want him to
They
get the
can't.
Absolutely.
fullest extent of the law. The fullest extent
They
of the law. And if he
they
does
he
not,
gonna
if he goes to prison, he will get the fullest extent of the law in prison. So
That's real
please
shit.
give this man life or give this man death. Because if you do not, he will reap the punishments the other way.
I totally agree.
they gonna treat him like Kyle Rittenhouse, and it's gonna be another one that's
I hope
gonna
they do.
be like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Like I'm on some like let's go back to the old school of justice, the Hammurabi code, like eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, leg for a leg. Like you kill 10 people, you should die 10 deaths. Then let motherfuckers fuck you over as
Yes.
much as possible. I don't give a fuck no more. Like I'm done with defending people and trying to look. I got mental health issues. I ain't fucking with nobody and could, but I don't. Shit is a choice, man. We got free will as human beings. We have the ability to think for ourselves. And if you are that fucking crazy, the craziest people I know don't usually go out and hurt random people. They usually hurt the people closer to them
Exactly.
because they familiar.
Or
So like,
themselves.
so like this mass shooting shit, let's stop blaming it on shit that it ain't.
Mhm.
Anxiety, depression, none of that shit made you go out and kill 10 people. You killed 10 people because you wanted to. And
Mhm.
anything somebody wants to do to you for that should be allowed.
Yep. Let's blame the people that should be blamed, like Fox News, Tucker Carlson, the people that thought of the replacement theory, where they think that the population of whites have gone down. Now, I want to tell this to people right now. The population of whites decreasing has nothing to do with black folk and
Right,
everything to do with y'all.
right.
We don't even want to fuck with y'all. We're fine by ourselves. Leave us the fuck alone. Go over there, mate.
Leave me alone.
The fuck?
Your
We're
self
not
hate,
stopping y'all. We're
your
not
self
stopping y'all
hate,
from
and your
fucking
self loathing has nothing to do with us.
Come on
Take
now.
your
at
self
all.
hate and your self loathing and stop misplacing it on us.
Big fact.
Your displaced anger has nothing to do with us. You see us, and if you're envious of us or scared of us, don't take that out on us. If you educate yourself about us, you'll love us as we do everyone else. Everyone who wants to be a part of our culture, we welcome with open arms. But the same thing is not done for us. Everywhere we go, we're shunned. We're
Mm,
to be outcasts. But at the end of the day, we create, we motivate, and we move things. Without us here, there is no essence. Please realize that and love us for that. We love y'all for what y'all are. We just want the same. We don't want no more. We don't want no less either. We want the same that you have.
That's
That's
the
it.
if
same.
we
But
if,
you're
if
so
we
caught up
die
on
out,
Equity,
y'all
shit.
gonna
equity.
die out right after us. If
You feel me?
we
This fuck.
die out, if we die out, all the other races gonna die right after us.
Take it back. If you want to take it
I
back to
will.
the slavery, take it back to slavery in its essence. Without slaves in America, there would be no America. We built this land.
Period.
Every immigrant culture that came here built this up. So those who want to say we empower, this is our country, you work and build for what you want, not just supervise and oversee.
Right.
This is
Those
not
who
no country.
those who lost sweat, blood, and tears over this land, we got more equity in here than you guys do. We don't want more. We just want what we deserve, our
Our,
fair
our,
share.
our
That's it.
forefathers fought for this land. Bullshit, nigga. We made this bitch. Everything about it. And you owe us. You owe us equity. You owe us inflation. You owe us everything. We built this motherfucker. I don't know why they go.
We just
I'm
want
done.
even. Just want even. That's it. Don't want no more.
We just
I
want
don't
equity,
want
man.
yours. I don't want yours.
We
I don't
want
want to take
equity.
nothing of yours.
Just
But I
want
just want
equity.
my own. Want my own. The same shit you feel, I feel too. You hate niggas
And
and
an
the niggerish
equitable chance to
mentality.
get my own.
We
That's
do
it.
too. You feel me? Like the thing is, y'all focus so much more on our differences. But in the essence, we exactly the fucking same. When the zygote forms, the zygote has no color. It's the same shit. Your pigmentation
Mm-hmm.
comes when you come into the world. In the essence, we are the exact same. Don't let your humanly and worldly bodies fuck you up, man. This mentality and this ideology, these motherfuckers keep continuing on through the generations because it's taught. It's taught. It has to stop because we ain't gonna stop. The Hispanics ain't gonna stop. The Asians ain't gonna stop. We all here. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that was pretty much the fuckery for the week. That's pretty much all of the fuckery for this week.
fuck the fuckery. Good to good. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good place to kind of, go right into the black business of the week, man. Right back at you. They keep sending me shit, so I'm gonna keep on promoting they ass because they and they had a really great art festival the last time. So Be Beautifully True Art Gallery and Boutique presents Art Park Festival Saturday, May 21st from 12 to 5 at 6719 East Strickland Street in Douglasville, Georgia. They got food, games, shopping, and fun. And the last time they had an event, I definitely took my son over there and we had a good time. Like hella vendors, hella black vendors, black owned businesses out there, you know what I'm saying, selling their wares, a lot of cool shit. You can get your ladies some shit, you can get yourself some shit, fellas. The food was out there that was dope. They really do have games out there. You can have like you can play like family games with your family. You know, they have volleyball, all kinds of cool shit out there. So it was definitely a good time, man. If you ain't doing nothing on a Saturday, man, definitely go out there, check it out, cop you some art, cop you some from the vendors, cop you some from the boutique. Just enjoy yourself, man. It's a really dope experience, and it's cool to have that black fellowship. It was a really dope time the last time, and I'll definitely be going again. So check that out. That's Be Beautifully True Art Gallery and Boutique. You can check out their website at bebeautifullytrue.com and 6719 East Strickland Street, Douglasville, Georgia. Saturday, May 21st, 12 to 5. Yes, sir. And that is our black
Big
business of the
good.
week. Oh,
Big good.
and holla at Marley's Moss.
Marley's
Marley's
Malls.
Moss. The seasons is changing. Shit is going through. It's probably gonna be another COVID variant coming through. You're gonna want to get that information about you. You're gonna want to make sure that your health is right. Go ahead and get your sea moss in all forms from your boy Marley's Moss. Go ahead, check them out on IG and Marley's Moss. And yeah, man, we can certify and definitely stamp his product. And yeah, get your health right, guy. And
Oh,
that
I'm gonna
is
plug a black business too. I'm gonna plug a black business.
go ahead,
For
King.
all of you 804 Virginia residents, check out canna-u.com. CANNA dash the letter U.com. Check it out. Um, if you like cannabis, check it out.
Dope, dope, dope. Doesn't sound like something we're gonna be hearing about on Burning Early coming up soon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so definitely check out that. That's canau.com. And when you're done checking that out and you want to support a real black business that hey man, we need the support. Come on, holla and support the partners, man. You want to support financially, you can do that by going to $podna tis one. That's $podna tis one at Cash App. Or you can go on our website. I'll tell you about that later, and you can donate there really easily. You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/ the Podnas, and you can donate for as little as $1 and help keep the podcast going, help us to keep creating this content, help us to keep improving this content. Because that is our ultimate goal is to keep growing and y'all growing with us. So if you want to donate, feel free to do it in any of those ways I just named. And if you want to donate and you want to give some money, but you also want to get something back in return, you want to have some product on. You want to get you one of those fresh ass AC83 hoodies that Face got on right now. You want to get you some Podnas socks to rock out and make sure everybody know you down with the Pod Squad. Face, how can they do that?
Well, first of all, and only of all, you can go to artreclothing.com. That's ARTRE clothing.com. And no, never going to spell clothing for you. Artreclothing.com, the only place you can get your partner's merchandise and all AC83 apparel. Come check us out, man. We got everything from canvas bags and beach towels to phone cases, hoodies, short sleeve, long sleeve, tank tops. We got crop top hoodies about to come out for the ladies. Check it out, man.
Man, and it is the one and only spot that you can get your exclusive Partners gear. So make sure you go there, get your AC83 gear for the spring hit, get your Partners gear, let everybody know you're from the Pod Squad, and then make sure you send us your pictures. Make sure you go to our trade clothing on your social media as well and hit up Face and make sure you send them your pics of you in the gear so we can make sure we show everybody that you are down with the Pod Squad. And after you have finished all that, and you decide, man, I'm rocking the Partners gear. I want to holler at my boys. I want to shoot the shit. I want to send them a topic to talk about. I want to talk about a topic with them right now, and I don't want to wait till the podcast or the live. How can they do that, Pat?
At THEPODNAS, that's at sign THEPODNAS, and that is the Twitter, that is the TikTok, that is, oh shoot, my camera falling now. It's the TikTok, it's the Instagram, it's all the social medias, the Twitter, I said Twitter. And Tiz Face Pat, all the partners on Facebook.
Indeed, indeed. And after you done all that, and you heard all that, and then you was like, damn, I really wanted to do one of those things, but I can't remember nothing they just said. God dog it. Well, just go to thepartners.com. THEPODNAS.com. Real easy. Spell it once. THEPODNAS. That's 9 letters, then .com. PODNA. PO THEPODNAS.com. Partners.com.
.com.
You can do everything there. You can donate. You can check out all of our social medias. You can check out our YouTube. You can check out our videos. You can check out the podcast. You can check out the live streams. Literally anything about us. You can check out our bios. You can check out anything about us you want to know about the partners. Anything you're trying to do, partners wise. You can go to the store. You can go right to ourtradeclothing.com right from it with a click of a button. So just go to thepartners.com, get everything to partners. Yeah, do your thing. And after you've done that, man, remember who you've been kicking it with. Because now you part of the Pod Squad. You made it this far. So you have now become part of the Pod Squad and you have been kicking it with your boy. I've been 1/3 of the partners. Cheers! And I've been along with.
It's Padawan here, the other third of the partners, and I'm along with.
It's your boy Face, man. Thank y'all for coming. Peace out.
And we about this thing, motherfuckers. Holla back, bitches. See y'all next week. See y'all on the live stream if you join us on Sunday. And we about this thing, man. Peace.